Phoenix.
Wake up, it's time to see the love within, the heart that's free, free, free.
Being a brave being.
I am a brave man. Not all the time, of course, I definitely admit that. When it comes to managing conflicts, I take a lot of time to think before having the courage to act. But some people who know my story know that I should not be questioned when I decide to act on a conflict. I have experienced situations of moral harassment that have led me into several periods of crisis, during which I took a lot of time for reflection. But once the vital momentum was back, I was always able to bounce back. And I have sometimes done improbable things that have made me feel fully alive, winning competitions, jumping off cliffs on skis or with a swimsuit, free fall, getting into photography in a self-taught way, teaching dancing, a nod to those who know the place of dance in my life. But being courageous is not only about taking risks, it is also about facing crises, and for both aspects, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. By the way, I think that I could get a tattoo of this phrase, which has somehow become my motto, alongside the French motto, liberty, equality, fraternity. Note that I'm neither right-wing nor left-wing. I'm non-binary, and choose a third vote as often as possible when I'm offered a choice between two things. And you must be brave to answer anything other than yes or no to a question that starts with "do you?" But you can train from childhood with the famous neither yes nor no game. My children may particularly appreciate this bit. Acting bravely also often means stepping out of your comfort zone, but go step by step the first few times, and you'll get into the habit of acting bravely more often. A 3-step method to act in the face of a crisis.
1.
Sit down to plan your very first steps.
2.
Take the first steps calmly without waiting for results to make the next one.
3.
Walk. To delve deeper into the philosophy of courage, I will invite you to read the Discours à la jeunesse by Jean Jaurès, another freethinker, or of course Aristotle if you are more brave. Keep in mind that the root of the word courage means heart. Put your heart into crises. Learn to love dealing with crises. I do not wish to develop too much in this podcast the notion of courage, the subject of so many philosophical works. I think I will come back to it in a future book. However, I would also say the following.
1.
Have the courage to be unique and not fit into boxes.
2.
Have the courage to surpass your masters. They will even be grateful when you help them to develop themselves afterwards.
3.
Have the courage to say no and stop. Remember the times when you were a child and you said no so often. It's a very powerful tool. If saying yes forces you to be uncomfortable, don't say yes, especially in your professional life.
4.
Have the courage to put your problems into words and share them with others. Don't have a taboo about it if you're well-intentioned.
5.
Have the courage to accelerate. The braver you can be, the less time it will take for you to act. Reflection is useful, but learn to think fast to spend more time in action. See the many philosophical works on the subject. In short, have the courage to choose your life. This is what I will develop in the third part of this podcast. Become. I know how to be often brave. Be brave to act.